According to a royal biographer, Beatrice might in theory take on a new duty on behalf of the Queen, as she falls ill. As other members of the royal family who would usually serve in the position are incapacitated, Buckingham Palace announced on Sunday that the Queen has contracted COVID and will be isolating, while carrying out light duties as she recovers. But questions have been raised over how the role of the monarch can be continued following the illness. Royal author Hugo Vickers explained that Princess Beatrice could become the next councillor of state. He explained there had been 6 people in the role who keep the business of monarchy going, but there now exists only 2 viable options, and said Princess Beatrice would technically be the next option due to the line of succession. Mr. Vickers reflected on the Queen's illness and what that means for the wider royal family. He explained the councillors of state would normally step in, which include Princes William, Charles, Harry, and Andrew. However, due to recent events, Harry and Andrew would be unable to carry out their role. Mr. Vickers explained, if the monarch is unable to perform her duties, it used to be 6 councillors. They used to be the Queen Mother and Prince Philip. Well, they're no longer around, so as you rightly say, it's the next in the line of succession, and 2 of them act as a quorum, so obviously it would be Prince Charles and Prince William. Prince Harry is automatically excluded because he's living abroad, and I do agree with you that if Prince Andrew is undertaking no royal duties whatsoever, it's ludicrous to suggest that he might be a councillor of state, so at some stage they probably ought to address that. In which case, the next person in theory would be Princess Beatrice, who would be perfectly capable of being a councillor of state. They don't have to do very much, but there are certain things that they can't do, But they just keep the business of monarchy going, if you see what I mean, in the absence of the monarch either abroad or through illness. Moreover, Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice allegedly had a falling out because of the latter's husband, according to one tabloid. Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice's relationship has been tense throughout the past year. The royal siblings are both stressed over Prince Andrew's sexual abuse scandal, and the fact that they were on 2 different sides did not help. However, a source claimed that Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice's recent falling out did not have anything to do with Prince Andrew. Instead, it had everything to do with Edoardo Mapelli Mozzi. Things boiled over between them recently after a good year or so of noticeable tension between the sisters. Word among their friends is Eugenie hasn't exactly been welcoming to Be's husband. Eugenie never quite trusted him, given he was previously engaged and already had a child, the source said. The insider said that Princess Eugenie has been cold and distant toward Mozzi, and Princess Beatrice couldn't help but notice the tension. As such, the older of the 2 has already had enough. Additionally, Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson's children are also feuding over Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. After all, they have also picked different sides when it comes to the ongoing feud between the Sussexes and the royal family. Eugenie loves Harry and Meghan and fawns all over them constantly. Beatrice finds it grotesque, given how they've treated her granny. Beatrice is a traditionalist and thinks that Sussexes got too big for their boots, the source said. So when Princess Eugenie traveled to the United States to reunite with Prince Harry and watch the Super Bowl, Princess Beatrice couldn't allegedly help but be upset. On top of this, Princess Eugenie and Princess Beatrice are also worried about their future as members of the royal family. After all, Prince Charles wants a slimmed-down monarchy when he ascends the throne, and the first 2 people to be removed from the succession are Prince Andrew's daughters.